Yo, I just went to Home Depot and got this Ryobi EZClean 320 PSI unit. They also had a 600, but this one was on clearance for like 30 bucks. So here's a little before, like a year and a half, no touchy. It's pretty grimy. The bike's like, really dusty, bit of mold or mildew. I just put some saran wrap or whatever in here, try to mitigate some of the water. There's like a hole in my gas cap for a vent, so cover that. And yeah, we're gonna try this out. Also, I thought it was on clearance because I'd seen susceptibility with this thing breaking. The original one was plastic, but this newer model comes with a metal one, so I don't really know why it's on clearance. The 600 uses the bigger style batteries, like the slide-in one. Doubles your power, I guess, or output, or PSI, or whatever. But I just went with this because I don't want to spend $100 on this guy. I already have a really nice pressure washer, a Honda GX. My buddy's got a diesel heated pressure washer, so whatever. I was going to, so you can hook it up to your hose, I guess, and then it comes with this attachment for a 5-gallon bucket, which is what we're going to do today. And supposedly you can mix your soap in with the water and it runs just fine. It says like cold, so I'm assuming they don't want you running hot, but maybe like some lukewarm during the winter. I mostly got this to wash my bikes. I have a lot of bicycles and mopeds that I've been neglecting. It's too many to keep up with, and at my house we have to shut the outdoor water hose off because during the winter it freezes. So you can technically, there's an attachment here for a 2-liter bottle, but I didn't have enough time to drink all my soda. So you can put a 2-liter bottle on it with your soap in it, spray it down, put clean water in it, wash it off, or maybe put your soap in the 2-liter with your water diluted, and then keep your clean, and then pressure wash the clean. I don't know. We're gonna see how much water it uses. I have my 5-gallon bucket, a little over half full. We're just gonna hit the bike real quick. I don't know if the sun's really doing it justice here, but it is like really dingy. I mean, it's not the nicest, cleanest frame to begin with, but like there's just grime all over it. So we're gonna see, a little before and after. So let's get into it. Should probably use the rinse, then hit it with the Simple Green. I didn't want to mix the soap in just yet. I wanted to get a feel for it. Ooh, the 15-degree one, that's pretty nice. We're gonna keep it on turbo. It probably, the water over here went down just a little bit. So now I'm gonna take my Simple Green. Just kind of spray it down a little bit. Alright, and we're gonna give it a little wash. So immediately I broke off that clip, but whatever. There's like a clip here that was for the bucket. That's like how much water we have. Here's the turbo nozzle setting. I mean, it's removing some of it, but it's not powerful at all, which is kind of perfect for bikes because I don't want to ruin my paint job on some of them. Honestly, I think the 15 degrees might be the better one. Here, check this out. I don't know, man. This thing kind of blows. It's really underpowered. I think if you're in a pinch, it being portable is kind of cool. It's how much I use out of it. I mean, for $30, it's kind of what everybody's saying. Like, at least it had the metal thing here, but like, it definitely doesn't replace a pressure washer. Like, I don't know, man. It's kind of whatever, dude. Like, I'll finish the bike. It's better than it was, I guess, but like, this isn't replacing a pressure washer, dude. It being portable is nice for winter, for my use case, but like, it's kind of mid. It's whatever. It that's not gonna hurt nobody, I guess. Probably should have spent a little extra, but at $100, I could get a different pressure washer unit altogether. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Worth $30 if you're washing bikes portably. If you ride all winter and you don't want to have your hose line outside freeze up on you, I don't know. It's kind of cool, I guess, but $30 ain't that bad if you have the battery system, that is. Alright, so this Ryobi EZClean, this is the 3200 PSI version. For $30, I think it's going to work just fine for what I want it for. I would double, triple check that you get the metal type one. Yeah, I don't know. The before and after, like, it's way cleaner. I missed a couple spots, but for the most part, like, it is way cleaner. I'm not like I'm not like blown away by it, but like compared to what it was, like this is just rust on there, but compared to what it was, like, you know, it was pretty bad before. Now it's like, I don't know, it's decent. I guess, like, I was a little, you know, see how the paint's chipping here? This is not going to chip that paint. A unit like this one, like that kind of pressure washer, is going to chip paint. you could, you know, this is never going to replace something like this, but that's not what this was designed to do for $30. I don't know, man. I'm happy for the $30 I spent on it. You know, like I said, I don't have access to a water line, so being able to fill a bucket and being able to do this on the go, or even a 2 liter, I think you're gonna rip through. I think the 2 liter method, rather than spraying it on, diluting this into the 2 liter could be an efficient way to go. I probably will try that in the future, and then use the 5 gallon to wash it. The turbo nozzle, from my experience, well, in general, turbo nozzles rip. They're really good, but I think the orifice is just too large on this one. I might experiment with trying different size orifices, but I'll probably have to grind down the ends of the quick release, which isn't a big deal. It came with another extension wand, but like I had to get like right up on it to get any sort of meaningful results. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still like kind of on the fence with this. I mean, I'm not gonna return it, so there's like a nice O-ring in here, and it encloses it, and it's decently enough designed. $30 is probably what this is worth. I think that's a fair price for it. There's probably some mods I can do with the other wand extension, or maybe, you know, just trying different tips and what have you. But for the winter, it's perfect. If you don't have access to a water line, it's pretty nice. As long as you're just like, for bike applications, I think it makes sense. You could throw this in the bed of your truck. I heard one guy, he was like, "Yo, when I take my mountain bike out on the trail, I get to the car and I just wash it right there in the parking lot, and then it air dries in the back of my truck when I drive home." So like, for that, it makes sense. The 15-degree nozzle was kind of like where it's at. The turbo is kind of a joke. I guess rinse is pretty nice just to quickly douse it. I would probably use the rinse feature with the 2 liter and the simple green, and then put it on the 15 and get real tight close up on it. I don't know if you saw before, but like, it did remove, like, that's just blemishes, but it did remove some of the grime from the wheels. Like, enough of it though, like, if I scrub that, that's still in there, like, pretty good. This is like an egregious one, so I think for like a pre-rinse, and then once you scrub it down, but that was kind of what I was trying to avoid. I didn't really want to touch any of this grime. But I guess that's just inevitable, because if the pressure washer is powerful enough to remove that kind of grime, it's going to remove paint. So, anyway, $30, do it. 600 PSI for $100. Just get another pressure washer. I think I spent like $250, $290 for my GX, my Honda GX, and I could actually like wash the siding on my house like all day. It's a gas powered one, and like they have, like, Harbor Freight has like an electric one, but you have to hook it up to the hose exclusively for like $80, $90. So would you want 600 PSI or 1500 PSI for the same amount of money? Like, yeah, this is battery operated and does all this portable stuff, which is cool. I'm not even gonna say it's a gimmick. Like, it actually is super useful. But if you're trying to wash your siding or your deck or something, there's no way. Like, this is literally just as powerful as a nice hose attachment with a standard hose. Do with that what you will. Did get some water in there. Not great, but it's whatever. Gotta clean that thing anyway. So, GG's. Let me know if you use one of these or if you returned it. Yeah, I keep going back and forth on this one. I think that it's about knowing what you're getting into with this unit. Like, my bike is so much more accessible to me now that it's clean. I'm way happier about it for $30, like with a remote access to water. If you don't have access to water and it's like a remote thing, really cool for $30. Tempering your expectations with this, I guess, is a good way to put it. Like, it's way better than it was, but so I just took a rag with some degreaser and I just wiped it. From what it was before, I wouldn't even want to touch this. Now, much more accessible, but like the pressure washer, I didn't like slam the seat because I didn't really want to, but you know, or like down here. Let's make sure this is in focus. I did just quickly go over this, but I don't know if you can see it, but like if I take, like, there is surface grime that pressure washer is just not capable of cleaning right away. Granted, I didn't really want to hit it with my good pressure washer because this all would flake right off, which is fine. I have to paint it eventually, but you know, like right here, if I wipe that, there's still quite a bit of grime on this bike. I quickly just did it for demonstration. I could go over it with a fine-tooth comb, but like, you know, something like this is like, what are we, totally out of focus here? All right, there we go. Like, this is actual surface rust. Like, that stuff is actual rust. So I wasn't expecting it to clean my rust for me. Like, even the decals are rusty here. Like, that is, you know, I wasn't expecting it to clean that up by any means. But it got a lot of the mildew and stuff off of it. Maybe this wasn't the best bike to show off this pressure washer with, because like this bike is just, it was filthy before it was filthy, if you know what I mean. But like, that's a little disappointing, you know. Like, I could sit here all, like, for a 5-gallon bucket just on this one wheel, but you know, that's a little discouraging. So I think, you know, if a bike's really that nasty, you're gonna have to clean it and scrub it anyway. But overall, I mean, it makes it more accessible. Like, I don't mind touching the bike now, whereas before it might be like a 2 or 3 stage process if it's like a really, really bad bike. But you know, if it's just some dirt, or you know, if you wash it every once in a while, this might be the perfect tool for me. But yeah,